Hey Stamping friends, welcome to the Joy of Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachael Coon and it's Fun Fold Friday. Today we'll be making a fun fold card using the Banner Year stamp set, the Plaid Tidings DSP, which is on sale right now, and our gathered together leaves, which are dies. All right, go ahead and hold while I flip and we'll get started on today's card. All right. Be sure to comment because whoever comments today during the live will be entered into the lucky winner drawing to get today's card. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. It's this really fun fold. It has kind of like a center card base with it. And the cool thing about it is it has these leaves right here that just kind of hang off the edge to give that really neat border look. It makes it so like this part of the card looks like it disappears into it. You can see that really well. I see a couple watchers. Hey, welcome. Glad you're here. I was inspired for this card by another card. So let me show you that one. Here it is. This was made by Margine Nation, and she had the same idea. Look, there's her name even. That's how we know it's made by her. And she has her gathered leaves right here. I think she stamped this one. I'm not sure if that's DSP or not. But I thought that was such a fun fold that we had to copy it. The biggest things I changed about mine was that I changed up my color combo. I put the Happy Fall Y'all from the Banner Year stamp set, and I used the Plaid Tidings DSP. Let me go ahead and show you how we made this. All right. So like I said, we used the Banner Year stamp set at the Happy Fall Y'all, which is such a fun saying. I then have cut out my leaves right here, 3 of them, and I'm using the Mango Melody, I think is what it's called, Real Red and Rich Razzleberry, and then I cut them out using these dies here. And you can tell this one will cut out just the image of it, and these ones actually have a way to emboss and cut at the same time, which is pretty awesome. So these ones have that added texture to it without even stamping. And that's from the Gathered Leaves dies. All right. So our regular, these are pretty same old measurements. We have our card base, which is just a piece of cardstock, no folding at all, which is the 5.5 by 4 1/4. Then we have our DSP, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And then for fun, we have the center part. And I've changed up the color a little bit. Let me show you these measurements for these ones. We have 2 pieces of the Whisper White. There we go. So I have one that's 3 3/8 by 2 1/8. And that's one we'll stamp on. And then I have our 3 3/8 by 4 1/8. And this goes inside of our card base. Our card base, its measurements are 3.5 by 6.5 and scored at 2 1/4. I will have all these measurements up on my blog, but I just want to kind of give you guys a feel for what they are. Let's go ahead and glue this one in, and then we'll stamp our saying. Hope you guys are having a nice fall day. I've seen some people's leaves are changing. I don't know if yours are or not yet. Ours usually don't change too much. They just kind of fall. I'm here in California, so our trees are not quite the same. All right, let's go ahead and stamp this one. Here's that Happy Fall Y'all and that Rich Razzleberry. We'll ink it up just right, and I'm going to stamp it just about in the middle. Well, a little bit above, so we have some room for those leaves we'll attach. Awesome. Then we'll go ahead and put glue on the back of this and attach it. Oh, Margine said she stamped that part on her card. Pretty clever. I bet that's why it was a swap. Sometimes it's hard to swap with DSP because you run out, and if you're making lots of swaps, it's really hard to make lots of it if you don't have a lot of the paper. However, this paper right now is on sale, the Plaid Tidings, and it is my favorite. You'll probably see it a million times this month with all of the fun things I've been making with it. All right, so we've just glued that down. And then we will glue now our base here. this fun fold is fairly quite easy. Comes together really fast, and it's great because it kind of saves paper right here, since our main card base is not a full half sheet. It's a quarter of a sheet of our cardstock. Let's make it that lined up. I'm going to wiggle it just a little bit that way. There we go. I'll fold it down. My tip for our leaves is to do your two sides first. We'll flip them all over so you can see it. I did stamp this one earlier, if you can see that there, with a gathered together stamp set. And then we're going to take our seal, and we're just going to put it over the very tip of the leaves, because we want that border to hang. There we go. I'm using my seal right here. There we go. And one more. Just like that. Okay. We're going to add a leaf here. I'm just going to cover up this bottom. And a leaf to that angle. And one more here. I'm going to make sure our words are not covered up. And then we're going to take our Wink of Stella and we're going to go over our center leaf with it. And just go crazy. You can go all over. You can even do your side little leaves if you really want to. This card would also be really cute with a little bit of rhinestones on it and some linen thread right there on that leaf. But there you go. I've made 2 fun fold cards using that fun center card base idea. I hope you guys go ahead and try some of these cards sometime soon and have a wonderful weekend. Happy stamping, everyone. Goodbye.